I have a feeling this will work. All right. Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's 2:00. It means it's time for Top 5 Tuesday, and hopefully we can just cut off the beginning of the video where I understand I did not have any sound. So yeah, it looks like some folks didn't have sound. My microphone came unplugged right before I kicked off the show, and there we go. So it looks like it had defaulted to a different microphone, and here we are. So those are the fun things that you end up having when you try to do live video. And I've actually got a new piece of equipment. I'm probably going to have to shoot a video about that because I always like to up my game. Actually, my personal theme for this year is actually right behind me. There we go. There's my little sign that says elevate right there. And I really want to just bring things up to the next level, or just, try to up my game on all the things. And so yeah, actually I'm using a real camera today instead of a webcam. So hopefully it all comes through. Why test anything? Just go out there and just do it is kind of my philosophy on all that. But anyway, welcome to the show. I see Scott is here, Lucas, Hunter, David, Brian. You guys are fantastic. So thank you so much for being here. And if you know what my sign said last week, actually it was really simple, so you can drop that in. But I've got a couple of giveaways to do here. So one of them is from our friends at ZMax, and I have this ZMax t-shirt right here. In fact, I'm getting excited. I mean, it's April now, going into May. There's usually the big 4-wide drag races that happen at ZMax Dragway. Of course, this is from ZMax, the product, but it just always reminds me, I love watching the drag races. And one of my favorite ZMax products really is this Speed Wax. And especially with the new van, I'll be using this on the van to shine it up and keep my wrap looking good. And yeah, it would be nice. I love the Speed Wax. I love how it smells too. So all you have to do to take part in our giveaways is just drop in a comment. That's all you need to do. And then I do have a second giveaway. If you know what our sign said last week, then drop that in as a comment. And then I have another shirt right here. And this one is one of our Refuse to Lose t-shirts right here with the checkered flags. And this one happens to be a large. So if you would like a Refuse to Lose shirt, just drop in a comment with what my sign said last week. So that makes it fun. And of course, we're streaming to both YouTube and to Facebook. And then I'll be sure to drop in a comment and let you know how to get a hold of me if you're a winner. All right. So with that, we've got a new, this is a refresh of a product. It's not really a new product, but I was going to take the two-blade fans off of the website, but people really wanted them. But now we decided to come back with a new color, and we've got this flat black. So it's kind of, it's kind of stealthy, kind of cool. And I'm just kind of flashing it in the light so you can see it. But that flat black is really cool. So if you're looking for a steel two-blade fan, we do have the steel two-blade fans back in stock, and this time they're going to be flat black and make it easy. Instead of having a bunch of colors, we decided to go with just a lot of, not as much color, but a whole lot of style. So, and the two-blade fan, this runs $52.75. Now, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them into the comments. I love questions. And in fact, if you really need some tech questions answered, then feel free to join us on our Sunday show. I do a show every Sunday with Steve Hendren. We show up about 5:30 on Sundays and just kind of hang out on my back patio, maybe have a couple of adult beverages, answer questions, and kind of just chit chat and have just a good way to either end the week, start the week, however you want to think about it. But our Sunday show is a lot of fun, but we do answer a lot of the more technical questions that people are running into with their race cars. So with that, I'm going to see if there's any other questions over here or comments, and I will be happy to answer them. Okay. So I don't see any questions. So let's go ahead and jump into our top 5 products of this week. So in the number 5 spot this week is from our friends at RaceSeaver, and they've just changed the packaging. I really like it. So it's the RaceSeaver Element. Now, what I really like about the RaceSeaver Element is that this can charge with a USB cord. So you can just plug it into your computer, your laptop. If you're like me, you probably have power blocks just kind of hanging out all over the place, you know, with charging phones, maybe, or like in my car, I have USB ports to be able to charge. You know, I've got like one that goes into my cigarette lighter that allows you to put a USB. So what's really nice is you don't have to worry about not having like AA batteries that you would have with the other RaceSeaver. So it really is just a preference type of a thing. Again, those are, or maybe they're AAAs, but otherwise I know that's something that you can really run into, or you don't know how much battery power is left when you're just using regular alkaline batteries. But what's great about the RaceSeaver Element is just like your phone, it has a little bar in the corner that shows you how much battery life you have left. So that is a really convenient way to be able to handle that. So the RaceSeaver Element, this runs $119.95. And we also have packages where you can add either like the semi-pro headphones or, headphones or rookie earpieces. That's what I'm trying to think of. Either the rookie earpieces, the semi-pro earpieces, or, if you've already got the custom ones, or if you'd like to get your own custom ones done, any of those headphones or earpieces with a regular standard headphone jack is going to work with your RaceSeaver. So, you can order it however you would like. But the RaceSeaver itself runs $119.95 in the number 5 spot. Next up in the number 4 spot, I've been selling a lot of this right here, and that is going to be our 3060 gear oil. So the 3060 gear oil is really great to use in your quick change rear ends, especially. Really keeps those temperatures down. You don't get all the parasitic drag, as far as like all that extra oil that builds up, or gear oil that builds up on your gears and makes things hot. This really cuts down on the heat, it cuts down on the friction. And what happens when we do that? We are able to increase our speeds and our horsepower. So the 3060 gear oil, definitely the way to go. And that runs $74.19 for a gallon. Next up in the number 3 spot, we're going to do a little unboxing here because these just came in. And this is from our friends at LSM Racing Products. I've got to find my knife really quick. Here we go. And this would be our valve spring changer. Interestingly enough, this is one of the very first videos that we shot was our valve spring changer video. And to this day, it's one of our most watched videos over on YouTube. And just open this up here. There we go. There you get all the sound effects now that the microphone's working. There we go. So here's our valve spring changer right here. And we actually sell this with the little insert that is meant for the rocker studs on a crate engine. And then optionally, so this is, you could use a box wrench with this to be able to turn it. Or here we go. We just got these back in stock. And that is our speed handle. So you can add a speed handle to it. And that makes it so it's really, really fast to be able to go ahead and turn that. And plus it's kind of fun. Or if you needed some extra torque, it's got another spot right here so you could really wrench down on it. So whether you need some extra torque or if you just want to go really fast, the speed handle is it speeds it up. It's a speed handle. So really great addition to the whole package there is that speed handle. And so the valve spring changer with the speed handle runs $268.97. And we'll be sure to drop a link wherever you're watching this. There'll be a link to all of these products so that you can see them for yourself and pick them up. And anything we're looking at today, I do have in stock, which is not the easiest thing to do in the world that we live in right now. It's really tough to get products. So seriously, take care of what you got because it's tough. It's just, my little side note here is definitely take care of what you've got. It's really, really tough for all of us to get products right now. And try to think ahead of what you might need for spares, all of those kind of things. All right, well, in the number 2 spot, this is now a frequent flyer here on Top 5 Tuesday, and this is our 4-blade race fan. This happens to be the 17-inch fan, and we have it also available as a 15-inch fan or as a 19-inch fan. You can use 2 blades, 3 blades, 4 blades. You could go up to 6, but in crates, generally, we don't go up to 6 blades. I mean, we just don't need that much, don't need that many blades. And, anytime we're adding blades, we are it's going to take a little bit more power to run that fan. So we want to try to have the best amount of cooling with the fewest number of blades. And it's just always a mix, depends on lots of factors. But the most popular that we sell is going to be the 17-inch 4-blade fan, although a lot of people take off that fourth blade and just use it as a 3-blade fan and have a spare. So really, that's a very smart way to go for sure. All right, and before we jump into the top spot, I'm going to see if there's any other questions or comments. And I see Mikey is here, and Jim Scoose is here. So you're going to appreciate the next thing really quick here. Let's see. Valve spring tester. Oh, Nick says valve spring tester. Is it used for teching? I don't think really, because the valve spring pressure tester, that really is going to depend from person to person. And it's really meant for, in what we're talking about, the LSM valve spring pressure tester, it's an on-the-car pressure valve spring tester. But if you're pulling the valve spring tester or I'm pulling on it, then you and I could come up with some different numbers. It's not as scientific as having a regular bench tester where you pull off the valve spring, and it doesn't matter if you pull it, I pull it, some random person from the stands pulls it. We're all going to be right in the same, within just a couple of pounds. But when you're doing this on the car, it has a lot more of a feel to it. And something that we definitely tell people, the valve spring pressure tester, we definitely recommend testing your valve springs, pretty frequently. And that way you can see when they start falling off. But the thing is, you can pretty much want to have the same person testing them from week to week. Otherwise, those numbers are going to be kind of all over the place. So to answer your teching question, definitely a bench tester is the way to go, and not necessarily, this could be like a little red flag. I mean, if you're the tech man and you're pulling and, here's 80 pounds, 80 pounds, 80 pounds. And then all of a sudden you go to some other racer's car and all of a sudden it's like 190 pounds. If nothing else, it alerts you that there's certainly something that's different. And then you would go to that next level of tech. But I wouldn't use it as just kind of a highlighter tool. I wouldn't do it as just like here, we're going to make a final decision based on this. That really wouldn't be right. Okay. And see if there's any other questions in here that I might be missing. I don't see any. Lots of hellos. I appreciate all of you for today. All right. And that brings us to our top spot. And we just had Jim Scoose here on the show, and what he was coming by was to pick up some more of these. And this is our Kaiser beadlock wheels. I've actually already sold out of the polished beadlocks. I only had them for a few days and they're gone. And we have the beadlocks here with the black interior. And this is a 15 by 14 by 5 inch wheel, black interior, aluminum. Obviously, it's very lightweight. And we've got those beadlocks and we've got those in stock, but that is our top product this week is the Kaiser wheels. And that runs $335 for that. And with that, I've got Alex helping out in the audience today, or in the office. And so we have a couple of winners here. And first of all, for the person who was for a comment here, and winning the ZMAX t-shirt, this is More Racing. So More Racing 38, you are the winner of the ZMAX t-shirt. It looks like you're coming through on YouTube. So make sure that I just put a note like under your comment. My email address is Kate, Kate, at CrateInsider.com. I can probably drop that into here and send me an email, or Alex, will you drop that into the comments? Send me an email with your address and we'll send that shirt out for you. And then next up for the person who wins based on the comment and knowing what my sign said last week and winning the Refuse to Lose t-shirt right here is Nick Olenek. So Nick Olenek over on Facebook, if you would, please send Crate Insider a private message with your address and we'll get that shirt sent out to you. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for being part of the show. And I will look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at 2:00. Have a great week. Oh, sorry. I'm still figuring out how to use these things.